Hello, so nice to meet you. Welcome to Message to Billions daily motivational meeting for happiness and prosperity. We're reading quotes from world scriptures to get empowered with positive vibe for the day. We read the world scriptures from the beginning, this book, and please find all chapters on our channel. Next chapter is creativity and art. Artists, scientists, and inventors take after the creativity of God. The universe was created beginning with an idea in the divine mind, followed by expenditure of energy to make that idea a reality. Likewise, artists and scientists give all their hearts and effort to create a new existence that manifests the images and thoughts in their mind. This section focuses on the arts and so includes alongside scriptures some selected passages from famous artists reflecting on the meaning of their art. Yet creativity is not the sole possession of these elite personages. We find creativity in the athletes who play exuberantly for the love of sport, and the merchant who find better ways to make his wares, and in children as they dance and sing. Father Moon, who has established ballet companies and art schools, and who himself loves to sing duet with his wife, is cognizant of the role the arts can play in creating a God-centered culture. Topics include arts as a harmony of opposites, arts, emotional core and emotional power, the muse or spirituality of art, and the problem of art and values. The spirituality of art. First quote is all art is concerned with the coming into being. Another quote, life is art. Life is art. The whole life of man is self-expression. The individual is an expression of God. We suffer if we do not express ourselves. Another one, we composers are projectors of the infinite into the finite. Another one, the soul and the end aim of a figure thus should be nothing else than God's glory and the recreation of the mind. Another one, true art is made noble in religious by the mind producing if it's the endeavor to create something perfect. For God is perfection, and whoever strives after perfection is striving for something divine. Be filled with the Spirit, addressing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody to the Lord with all your heart. And whenever the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, David took the lyre and played it with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Yeah, so simple. To get rid of evil spirit, take the lyre and play. Men can be evil, more evil than their animal brother can ever be, but they can also rise in the ecstasy of creation. The cathedrals of England stand as monuments to man's worship of what is about himself. One doesn't feel proud to bestow to the human race when one sees the wonderful things human beings have fashioned with their hands. They have been creators. They must share a little the holiness of the Creator who made the world and all that was in it, and saw that it was good. But he left more to be made. Okay, another quote in eloquence there is magic and knowledge, ignorance, in poetry, wisdom, and in speech, weariness. If I create from the heart, nearly everything works. If from the head, almost nothing. Let our be artists be those who are gifted to discern the true nature of the beautiful and grateful. Then will our youth dwell in a land of heart, I mean, um, fair sight and sound, and receive the good in everything, and beauty the effluence of fair works shall flow into the eye and ear, like a health-giving breeze from a pure region, and insensibility draw the soul from earliest year into likeness and sympathy with the beauty of reason. Musical training is a more potent instrument than any other because rhythm and harmony find their way into the inward places of the soul and on which they might be fastened, imparting grace and making the soul of him who is rightly educated gracefully. And another quote from the second coming Messiah teaching of Sang Myeon Moon. Human beings are meant to inherit the creativity nature of God and participate with God in his great work of creation. A culture developed from words. It begins with speech, then the words are written down to become literature. Then they are expressed in painting and other works of art. Art and culture are thus the expression of the invisible world. This is the principle of creation through the world, emerging as visible from form and substantial existence. Songs, dancing, and the art are ways that human beings respond to God's joy and laughter. On the other hand, without love, singing, dancing, and art are to no purpose. The core of art is love. For the love of the world, God came down and resonated with us through singing, dancing, and art. When professionals in the art work seek for something profound and need inspiration, they fall back on their religion's background. That is why the culture of art developed centering on religion. Take Christian culture, for example. If you have a chance to travel in Europe, visit the Vatican, you will see the essence of European culture in each work of art. Art is worthless unless there is profound emotion in the background. A great work of art should be capable of arousing deep emotion, whether one views it today or 1,000 years from now. A painting that can stimulate such a feeling deep in our hearts is called masterpiece. To be an artist is to make one's life a work of art. Children's education should be embodied with art. A wife should be an artist of emotions in the way she honors and shows appreciation to her husband. I believe that it is the great art that the paintings that hang in museum. The greatest value of art is to beautify and elevate love in the family. Human beings value love more than anything. Have you ever heard of animals creating art of or literature? The theme of great literature is simple: the joys and the sorrows of love relationships. Great literature is good at describing love in history, in society, in ordinary life, in the future. Next, great literature is good at using metaphors. For instance, a majestic river evoke love flowing into eternity. What better way of describing the beauty of love than using nature's metaphors? God created all things in nature to stimulate our sense of love. All creatures are woven together with love. A masterpiece of literature has as its center theme a love which connects all the beauty and wonder of nature, the heavenly bodies, the beauty of rivers, mountains, trees, and flowers, all of which came together to stimulate the expression of human love. A novel may be well written, but unless it expresses the beauty of love, the reader easily loses interest. The central theme of literature is always how to manifest the human passion of love. Poetry is no exception. Poems just are fewer words, and young people in particular are sensitive to poetic feelings and are readily intoxicated by the emotions evoked in poetry and literature. They are responding to the universal human desire to relate to love. Human can, how can people from diverse nations and languages share their feeling in a short time? It cannot be done with literature or art. It can be done only through song. A song, though short, can express all kinds of feelings and capture anyone's heart. What song make us the happiest? Song that praise the most precious central being of the universe. They attract the greatest attention of all beings, including all things in nature. When we sing God praises in the everything under the setting sun, we can move God's heart to emphasize with our emotions. Therefore, when you sing, do not sing casually, but place yourself in the position of the composer and the lyrics and feel their emotions. Then sing with a heart to praise God. Some songs are joyful and some songs are sad. When you sing joyful songs, with a joyful heart, you harmonize with heaven and rejoice alongside nature in the garden of joy. When you sing sad songs, you should open your chest as wide as possible and sing loudly in order to melt the world's grief and clean up the world's sorrow. Yeah, so interesting quotes. Let's go further. Reading from God's Global Trends book. He is God, our Heavenly Parent. Who is God actually? Most important is not what we think about God, but how He are for real and what is His plan for us, His children, all humankind. It is obvious that there is a creator symbol because the whole universe functions on divine principles and these laws of nature blueprinted from the beginning with the Big Bang until today. These principles will play out forever, otherwise the universe will collapse, as we all know. Therefore, we can easily deduce that this evolution is designed, started, and led by somebody supernatural, and we will call him God. Furthermore, talking about evolution theory, there aren't any discovering about the mechanism how species evolve from one form to another. Why species stop to evolve and don't evolve further, which naturally lead us to creation theory. And that evolution is guided by God. Therefore, first cause of everything in creation is God. God is the cause of everything is invisible, but affect everything what God created is visible. Since we all are God's temples, as Church of God, He lives inside of all of us as we are created in God's image. God is the source of the universal prime energy, the energy that enables all things to maintain their existence is everywhere. But we could feel him only on the level of our openness of the heart toward him. Therefore, God, our Heavenly Father, is most democratic since he is everywhere and shares equally his love and energy to exist to everybody and everything. Thus, people name God with different names, associate him with energy, wisdom, etc. However, God being our common heavenly parent of humanity, for us is vital that we as God's children need to develop our personal relationship with him as a personality. Any human beings relate to God naturally. We see this connection in many testimonies and the most prominent people talks, and those who change the history for good. Therefore, we could conclude that the most fundamental principle of relationship between God and humankind is that of parent and child. Therefore, God is our heavenly parent. All people strive nowadays for perfection in their areas of development, sports, religions, art, science, business, politics, education, etc. However, as we know, perfection is perfection and love, and the original source of love is God. Therefore, without God, the ultimate perfection is impossible. Why we have intellect, emotions, and will? Because God have it. We resemble God because we are God's children. Our creation task in life is to perfect our character. Only humans need education to develop character to become true children of God, to resemble Him directly. God, as our parent, lives inside of us. He feels the same as we. If we are truly happy, He is happy too. And if we are sad, He is sad too. Moreover, true God children could feel God mood too if He is sad or happy. Yeah, let's feel this today. How is God today? Sad or happy? I love this quote. I will try to practice it today. And actually, please write below your comments how this quotes help you and your life. So this quote is very interesting. God, for me, God created all things in nature to stimulate our sense of love. All creatures are woven together with love. So interesting. These quotes help me a lot in my family and family relationship with the wife and kids, and it will help you too. Just in the difficulties moments, watch one more time this video or heard and the audio, and you will get empowered with positive vibe for the day. Please comment it, and as we are on this Billions Happy Life subscribers marathon, subscribe and share to all your friends to get more happy. Don't forget to make morning exercise. Have a great blessed day and contact me anytime for consultations. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.